Welcome back to Havana Media. My name is Bonfesowino, and as usual, I'm going to be your host for today. Now, there is this saying which goes that if you see a dog barking, know that it's either the owner is around or maybe there is something strange that it has seen. I'm talking about this because of recently, I've heard Edwin Sifuna talking, that is the Secretary General of ODM. He has been speaking. And of course, we know very well that Edwin Sifuna is one of the politicians who never spares anything or anybody. He speaks because he feels like there are some of the issues that need to be addressed. Of course, when he addresses them in a positive way, in a way that even Kenyans themselves feel like indeed he has said something. But I've heard a lot of people saying that Edwin Sifuna is speaking because there is something that is missing somewhere. Other people are saying that Edwin Sifuna is just lying to us. They are all in government. He's just trying to cover up some stories. But I really don't know I really don't know your take. I want us to listen to this statement of Edwin Sifuna. Sifuna has been in Mandera, and actually the person that felt it was Cherengei. Let us listen to Edwin Sifuna before we continue the discussion.
Mimi nimeshangaa sana wakati nafika hapa. Ni mara yangu ya kwanza kuja katika kaunti ya Mandera. Kuanzia kwa airport, ukishuka kwa airport, mtu umetoka Nairobi ukiwa msafi unaingia kwa vumbi. Na Uasin Gishu County mahali ambapo rais anatoka, kuna airport ngapi? 2. Zote ziko na lami. Moja international, ingine airstrip ya kulanda machopa yake. Sasa akikuja hapa tumuulize, wakati unajenga airstrip 2 Uasin Gishu, kilomita 3 ya lami hapa Mandera itakushinda. Sasa ukiweka hiyo ndio waulize hawa watu kura. Lakini tukiendelea kuishi kwa vumbi hivi haiwezekani. Mheshimiwa Roba, nimeshtuka sana. Mimi naingia Mandera, hakuna stima Mandera. Mwaka mzima tangu Ramadhan mwaka ule mwingine. Mwaka mzima watu wanakaa bila stima kuanzia Ramadhani ya last year. Ramadhani ndio hii ingine na tupata chini ya wiki 4 hakuna stima Mandera. Wewe unatuambia unataka 99%, utatoa wapi bana my friend? Kama watu wa Mandera hapa hawana stima, generator zimekufa mwaka mzima. Kila siku governor anapiga simu Nairobi wanamwambia generator zinakuja. Ambia Ruto akuje na hizo generator next week. Akuje nazo. Niseme hii maneno ama niwache? Niseme nisiseme? Kwa sababu hakuna stima Mandera. Hata hospitali ile tumepelekwa ambayo ilijengwa na county government inakimbia na generator. Mtu anapelekwa theater ako na generator, mafuta ikiisha kwa hiyo generator tunapoteza mtu. Kwa sababu ya hiyo shida ya stima hakuna maji. Nimeenda kwa fire station ya municipal, kitu kimejengwa vizuri na pesa za devolution zile baba aliwapatia, lakini maji hadi lazima iletwe na Bowser kwa sababu hatuna stima ya kuleta maji. Utatoa wapi kura 98% bwana my friend? Muache kudanganyana bwana. Tuache kudanganyana. Usiposuluhisha masuala ambayo yanawakabidhi wananchi, wacha kutusumbua hapa. Patiana hiyo nafasi mtu mwingine afanye hiyo kazi kama kazi imekushinda. Ama namna gani? Tunaambiwa huko Nairobi, unajua nimewaambia ukikula chakula ya mama yako tu unafikiria kila kitu iko sawa. Nimekuja hapa nikashangaa. Tukiwa katika ofisi zetu kule Nairobi, air condition ndio yeye inalia mzuri. Cherengei amekaa namna hii, amekula chakula ya bunge. Anasema county government isiguze kazi ambazo ni za kitaifa. Haya, mimi pia nataka nijiunge na wenzangu wanaosema ya kwamba ni wakati sasa tusuluhishe hili swala la IEBC. Ndugu zetu wa Banisa sasa ni mwaka wa 2 wamekaa bila mwakilishi pale bunge. Na ni kitu ambacho hakikubaliki kikatiba na kisheria. Huyu ndugu yetu Cherengei anawadanganya ati ni watu wa Wiper wamesimamisha hii mambo ya IEBC. Sasa kwa sababu mimi ndio wakili mkubwa hapa, unajua huyu umesoma Gumbaru gani? Amekuja juzi tu. Kesi ya Wiper tulimaliza ndani ya familia ya Azimio. The reason why the IEBC has not been reconstituted, kuna wakora fulani walisponsor mtu akaenda kotini Kiambu, koti ambayo tunaijua, wao wanatoa orders za ajabu sana. Wao ndio wamesimamisha, wanasema there is no inclusion of persons with disability in the panel. Kwa hivyo Cherengei, kwa sababu hata usiku ulituambia kuna vitu mnachoranga, mimi najua hata hiyo ni nyinyi mmechora. Endeni mtoe kesi ya Kiambu, na kama haiwezi tolewa huyo Chief Justice aharakishe hiyo kesi ifanye nini? Ikamilike. Na jioni nimekaa nikashtuka, mnaniambia watu ya UDM hatuo, watu wa Banisa tayari wamechaguana. Nikasema na sisi watu wa ODM hamkutuambia kuna uchaguzi, kwa sababu kama kuna uchaguzi hata sisi watu wa ODM tunaweza kuangukia bahati yetu, tuongee na hao wananchi watupatie kiti. Kwa hivyo ule candidate mmechagua wa UDM akae tayari, wakati IBC itasema kipenga kimepigwa, tuingie sisi wote kwa debe, alafu wananchi wafanye nini? Waamue. Other than that, hii mambo ingine ya 2027, unajua mimi kama katibu wa chama, I am very clear in my mind. Usipofanyia wananchi kazi, hata ufanye nini, haki ya Mungu, hakuna kitu unapata. Si nyinyi mnataka kazi? Mnataka kazi ama story? Wakati ya story ilikwisha, Mheshimiwa Cherengei, tunajua mko sawa na mastori, lakini saa hii ni kazi. Akiingia, mwambie weka lami kwa airport, arudishe stima, arudishe maji, arudishe hivi vitu vingine.
You know, you can try as much as you can or as much as you want to defend a knowing it all person or a knowing it all man. But at the end of the day, this knowing it all man may land you or will land you in trouble and big problems. And Cherengei has been on the receiving end. You know, this one was not all about William Ruto because he was not within. Now, the people that were there, the people that support William Ruto, that were with Edwin Sifuna, were now forced to receive all the blows that were coming from Sifuna. Because Edwin Sifuna is trying to look at the infrastructure. He's trying to look at the development in Mandera County. And he's like, there's nothing going on. And you've heard Edwin Sifuna saying that if you look at the place where the president comes from, there is a road that goes to the airport is okay. A road that goes to the airstrip is also okay. But what about the nearby, or what about the nearing counties? What about places like Mandera? No development in Mandera. And you know, it is so much painful. Let me just say this, that it is so much painful that Kenyans or citizens, they pay tax. Now, if they pay tax, the expectation is that this tax that they pay is supposed to do the infrastructure for them, building road, you know, medical cover, medical, everything. In fact, they're supposed to be okay. Their life should be well because they pay tax. They pay for these things to happen. But now, why is it that after these people have paid all these things, it is now again them that are coming to request the government to do this? It is so much painful that after paying the taxes, after being cut, after being deducted everything, you are again coming to request the government to build for your roads. You are again coming to request the government to do everything under development. And development is one of the greatest things that is really heartbreaking. And that is why it is forcing now a leader who understands what the challenges that Kenyans are undergoing or Kenyans are going through, to speak about it. And that is exactly, I think that is exactly what Edwin Sifuna has been doing. And really thank him, because right now is one of the politicians who is speaking the truth, who knows what he's saying. He's saying very well that, okay, we know the stand, we know the state of the nation. If the president cannot address this, of course, we know the end results. Even as Kenyans, we all know the end result. But now, I have two things to say. Why is it that Edwin Sifuna is speaking now? That is why I started That is why I started this discussion by saying that if you see a dog barking, know that either the owner of the dog is around, or the dog has seen something strange somewhere. Number one, Edwin Sifuna is speaking. Of course, we know that he has been silent for a very long time. During the time they were on recess, they could not speak. And also back then, he could not speak. He only came out to speak just recently. Number one reason why Edwin Sifuna is speaking right now, there might be this issue of Raila. There might be this thing that, okay, Raila might lose AU. But if at all Raila loses AU, and that is why you normally hear them saying that ODM are going to produce a candidate in 2027. Now, which candidate ODM can give to stand against William Ruto? And of course, you hear the way William Ruto is chest thumping that he doesn't have anybody who can vie against him, who can win. It is only Raila Odinga who can win against William Ruto, and that is his greatest fear. So if Edwin Sifuna is speaking this way, Edwin Sifuna is trying to tarnish the name of the government or tarnish the name of William Ruto, simply because they know that if Raila Odinga fails to become the chairman of the African Union, it is possible for him, it might be possible for him to come and vie in Kenya as the president. But will Kenyans themselves vote for Raila Odinga coming 2027? If at all he comes back, if at all he loses AU, will he come back? Okay, will he come back to vie? And if he vies, will Kenyans vote for him? One thing I know, that Kenyans are tired. Kenyans have been so much tired. Kenyans are tired with this issue. There is no way you can betray people, and then after betraying people, according to the way people are saying that you betrayed us, and then you are coming back to ask for our votes. Now, tell me this. If Kenyans themselves are praying that Raila Odinga loses to become the chairman of African Union, so what if he comes and says that he wants to become the president? Will it be possible? Which Kenya will vote for Raila Odinga? Because right now, almost over 5.6 million votes are from the Gen Zs. And now these Gen Zs are the ones that doesn't want to hear any story to do with Raila Odinga. Do you think it will be possible? I'm 100% sure, if not 100, but I'm all 99.9% sure that if at all right now we have three candidates, we have Raila Odinga, we have William Ruto, and any other person, majority will vote for the other person. Truth be told, they will vote for the other person because they've seen how these people are dealing with Kenyans. They've seen who the kind of people these are. So tell me how they'll vote for these people. It will be very difficult. It is only that they've never had any option, and that is why things keep on happening. But if at all maybe they had an option, if at all maybe they had an option, something that they could have done, apart from that, they can do it. So that is why I've said that Edwin Sifuna talking or speaking this way is because maybe he has been told that you do this, you go talk to them, just make them get close, so that if at all anything happens to AU, it will be very easy for us to come and get on the road. But again, it will be very difficult to tell somebody like Opio Wandai, somebody like John Mbadi, to leave the government, to come and join you in campaign, because they are enjoying. Right now, they are enjoying. Wako mafutani. You can't tell them watoke kutoka mafutani waje wakuunge mkono without even being sure that you will win. Are you seeing? So number one, that is number one. I've said that Edwin Sifuna is backing simply because the owner is around. Now the owner of the dog being around is Raila Odinga. Number two, the dog backing simply because there is something wrong somewhere, is that Edwin Sifuna has realized, or he realized that if we don't stand firm as ODM, then we are going to lose it at all. So that is why him as the Secretary General, he must stand and he must speak what needs to be heard. And he must stand firm. Remember, he told Raila Odinga point blank that you handed over ODM to me as the Secretary General. You're going to AU. I want you to make sure that when you come back, I give you back your ODM party as you left it, or as you handed it over to me. And right now, every single day, ODM is losing its worth. So if it's at all Edwin Sifuna and any other person who knows the worth of ODM party to stand firm and talk about ODM. That is why you're hearing people like James Cherengei, some people like Anyang' Nyong'o talking about ODM. Some people like Babu Owino talking about ODM. Of course, Babu Owino, we know very well that Babu Owino can, okay, he might be maybe in need of forming a party. But will that party be strong enough to help him achieve his goals? Forming a party is easy. You can form a party, of course. And a lot of people are telling him, form a party. Of course, you can have that pressure, form a party. And then after forming a party, what next with that party? What next with that party? You are young. You're being pressurized to form a party. you still have you still have a long way to go. You know, for you to get something, what I normally believe is that for you to get something, you must start from somewhere. And for you to start from somewhere, you must also show interest that you want to get something. So Babu Owino might one day wants to vie to become the president. Right now, he wants to become the governor of Nairobi County. Everybody knows that. So saying that he wants to form his own party or his own political party to vie for the governorship or gubernatorial of Nairobi County is something that I don't think if it's making sense though. You want to form a party simply because you want to become a governor. It doesn't make sense. So perhaps if at all, maybe he wanted to become the president. That is very easy now. He can form his own party. But being a governor, at least he can just manage ODM the way Sifuna right now is very much vibrant and strong, trying to defend ODM. Those are the two things that I had. I would also like to give each other the comment section to also tell him what to think. Why do you think that right now Edwin Sifuna is very vocal? Why do you think that Edwin Sifuna is trying to defend ODM while attacking the government the way he's doing? After all, guys, that is all for today. Let us know what you think in the comment section. But just a reminder, if we are meeting for the first time, don't forget, take a minute, click the subscribe button. You can also like, share, do me a comment in the comment section. Tell me what you think and where you're watching this video from. Until we meet again in the next video, if it's possible, I have been your host, Sifuna. Bye-bye.